Hello, Phantom Nova here, and welcome back to my channel and another episode of Planet Zoo Franchise Mode, where we are playing in our wonderful zoo of Legacy Prime, and it is growing very well. We've got, let's just do a little recap. We've got exhibit animals all over the place, but our habitat animals, we've got Arctic wolves. Arctic wolves are on this side, timber wolves are over here. And then if we go onto this side where the main expansion has been, we've got our reindeer and doll sheep. Over here we've got the Japanese, however you want to say that, the Japanese monkey. And then we do have our aardvarks here. Oh, they had a baby. I didn't even know they had a baby. Look at that. They're both old. So we'll let them both go get a female for him, and we'll move on that way. But then as you go on, we've got our different areas set up, different guest areas. Then we have our forest area, which does extend over to here too. We have several exhibits placed through here. We have our main exhibit here, along with playground and more exhibits. But then we get over to our American Valley, and we have several animals over here. We've got our Grizzly Bears and their cub somewhere here. There's Mama and Daddy. Oh, there's Baby. Our little baby cub. So, and then we've got our American Lodge, American Valley Lodge, which overlooks the bison and pronghorn antelope exhibit. And then from there we can go down in here to our cavern. A few more shops, a few more exhibits, leads out to more viewing of the American bison and the pronghorn antelope. Then we have our shelter, which, wow, there's a lot of them in there. But then we continue out to it's American North. We've got two exhibits for our Baird's tapirs, which, can we see any of them? Yep, with our Baird's tapirs. She pregnant. I didn't even realize she was pregnant. I wonder if the other one's pregnant. Yep, both of our Baird's tapirs are pregnant, so that's nice. And then from there, we have exhibit building, some more restaurants. But then we have over here, we have our giant anteaters and Colombian white-faced capuchin monkeys, which we can see there. And this exhibit is filthy. Hopefully we have some workers coming to clean it. But let's see, there's our anteater, or one of our anteaters, who is also pregnant. That's awesome. Habitat, cleanliness. And I think Keeper's supposed to be, yep, Keeper's en route. It's just not playing long enough to do anything. And then over here we have our two Galapagos giant turtle exhibits. There and here. One of them's expecting offspring. Awesome. Okay. And then, of course, what we've been working on most recently, our Gharial temple exhibits or habitats. So, like I said last time, we're almost done with this. We've got to just do a little bit more for the actual temple itself, and then we can get to finishing the Gharial exhibits, getting everything fixed for them. And then once we do that, we're going to move on to our saltwater crocs, which will hopefully go here if we can get staff path to go through here, which is what I'm going to work on after this is done. That's the first thing I'm going to work on, because if we can get that done, then the saltwater crocs will go here. We'll move the gondola ride over to here. We'll get that placed, and once we get this river flowing over here somewhere connected to here, we will be able to then start our Savannah Plains, which is going to probably be several long episodes, because it's going to be a massive area, even bigger than this. Because, I mean, if we look at some of these animals, offspring expected. I mean, they have plenty, so that's not too bad. But as more babies come, they're going to need more space. So it's going to pretty much be that size for these animals, but we're going to have little habitats on the side. I'll show you exactly what we're going to do, or the basics of it, when it's closer to time. Show exactly what I'm hoping to do. And my guess is actually what we might do is it might go over to here and come back up through here, because it's going to probably be this big of an area, if not bigger. We'll see. We're a little ways away from that still. Probably a couple episodes away from starting that. So, yeah, I guess without further rambling, we're going to dive into time lapse to get this complete, which, like I said last time, is pretty much just going to be putting flowers in along this the flower bed that I made. And then once we do that, I think we're going to be pretty much done with this, because this is already 2,200 objects, and my computer just can't handle large ones like that, because that's 2,700. So it just can't handle much more than that, especially if we are doing a lot of stuff near it. And since we've got a lot to do with the Gharials, I don't want to push it. But that is what we're going to do. So yeah, I guess let's go and dive into the time lapse. We'll see what we can get done, and yeah, get this get our zoo moving along. So I will see you when we are done. Okay, I think that is where we're going to stop the time lapse for now. Um, as you saw before the time lapse, I am working on purchasing some more animals. To be precise, however you say that, this breed of alligator, whatever. We did really well on both of them. I think the female we did purchase with conservation credits, but we didn't. It was like 49 is what we paid. Really well for that. The seals, some of them are okay. Most are not great. Hopefully we can eventually trade some out, get some better ones. And then the king penguin as well, which again we're having trouble getting some better ones of them. Because I don't have the conservation credits yet to be getting that. And then we do have the Nile monitors, but we're not putting them in yet. I just went on and got them because they were really well priced. But so what we're going to do is we're going to the plan has changed. I've been watching. I watch YouTube videos here and there, and I watch a lot of Planet Zoo people building them. So I watch several different YouTubers. I've mentioned before Party Elite. I do watch his videos. But another one is the lady designer. She has done excellent jobs with her zoos, and she just did. I just watched one. I don't know. I think it just is a recent video. But I just watched a video of hers that gave me an idea for what we could do in this area. It's going to be a little different because I know I said that we were going to put the saltwater crocodile here and then have the savanna plains come all the way up here. And I don't think that's what I want to do. What I think we're going to do is the savanna plains is going to be out in this area. But what we are going to do is, and I watched, I didn't watch all of the video. I didn't have time to. But what she did was she created a long building. She did it as a museum. She downloaded some dinosaur bones someone had created from the workshop and was using them in the main part, and then had several domed buildings off the side. Well, I'm going to do something similar to that, in that, well, really the only thing similar I'm going to do is the building. I'm going to do a long building here. It's probably going to butt up against here. We may have to take out some of these trees. I don't really want to change the water. We might have to shift it over a little bit. But the water's going to flow into the building as well. It's going to be all connected. Because we're going to get the water placed next. But what we're going to do, I think we're going to have to leave this here. Which is fine. And what we might do is cut the building, have the building go over further here and then come back. But what we're going to do is create this building for our 4 new animals. Well, or 3 new animals with the saltwater crocs that have passed quarantine. So we got to get them moved out soon. And I mean, I don't know what you want me to do about that. I need to rename you, but the keeper is en route. Where are you going? I don't need you to prepare food. And what? Why are you in the gargoyle? I don't get why she's in the gargoyle and she's feeding them. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I did not. Come on. Well, I did not want to hire 2 new ones. What? Move you to there. Because no one is cleaning this exhibit. It hasn't been cleaned in a very long time. And no matter what I do, no one goes to clean it. Okay. Well, but first we need to rename this. We're going to rename it Capuchin. If I can spell Capuchin and Ant Eater. Okay, so hopefully they are going to start cleaning. Let's cancel. Can I cancel it? Nope. So she finally switched and going over here to get the food, but that doesn't help me. I need someone to clean it. Okay, well, I'm gonna let it run for a couple minutes. Hopefully someone will eventually clean it. But yeah, so I think let's get back over here. Okay, hold on. Get you on contraceptives. Okay, so I think the Gariel area has turned out nice. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think it's turned out nice. Now we just got to get the guest coming over here, but that's a problem for a different day. So, back over here, what we're going to do is we're going to build this large dome area. This little jut out will be slightly different, but we're going to have a long curved roofed building down through here. I'm going to still put the saltwater crocs on this side. We're going to put the other crocs on this side because they don't take much area. Then what we're going to do is the king penguin is their exhibit's going to actually reach all the way over here and be inside the building as well, just so that we can have a lot of them since their group size is up to 500. Like, I want to go in and have a lot. I mean, why not? They don't require a lot of space per se, but we're going to go in and give them a lot of space to help with it. And then the gray seal, I want to get one more female, but that's not a big deal. And then they do have a lot of requirements as well. But what we're going to do is they're going to go on this side. Part of it will be inside, and then the rest of their exhibit will be on the outside. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I know I said we were going to do the Savannah Plains, but they've lasted this long, so we're going to just let it keep going. And but yeah, we're gonna start on this. I'm gonna just start a little bit of the outside of the building in a quick time lapse. I don't think I'm really gonna get much done. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna try now. I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna put a null barrier down first. I just want to see the size that we're looking at. And I can go on and do that. It's not going to be anything perfect. I just need to get a general sense of what we're looking at. Okay. Oh, that was a lot longer than I thought. Okay, since you don't want to line up correctly. Okay, and if I put just Habitat Gate just right there. put the habitat gate just right there. How big of an area is that? That's 8,000 square meters. Okay, let's just look at everything, because in reality that's probably big enough. Okay, let's start with the saltwater, since that's the furthest down. Okay, so 400, let's say 450. Just because you have some where it's not traversable. And then King Penguin. Okay, let's say 450, so we're at 9. And I think that's pretty much what it's going to be. That's 5. Let's go on and say 6, so we're at 1,500. And the last one is this weird one. 300. So we're looking at about 2,000 square meters is what we need. So technically, this would be big enough. But I've also got to put staff facilities down. I got to have an area for the guest facilities. So what we might actually do, instead of taking this whole area, though I might, no, I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. We might do that. What we might do is just build some additional building here on the sides that can be used as the additional space for the seal, the gray seal, and the king penguin. Instead of doing an open open habitat there. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out as we go. I think I am going to just leave that barrier in for now. So something changed with the way I hold it, but that's fine. It's close enough. Yeah, because what I want is they come in, depending on which way they go, they have the 3 exits. If they go straight, it's going to take them through this building that have 4 exhibits around it. Got to figure out exactly how we're going to do the building. But that's what I'm going to play around with in this next time lapse. Yeah, so I'm going to go on and cut to the time lapse, get to working a little bit on this, and we'll see how time goes. But I will see you when it is done. Okay, I think that's where we're going to stop that time lapse for now. Well, I know it is because we'd already did it. But also, I really need to fix that. Probably going to actually do a little rock formation here, and put Wolf Cove on it, just to make it look a little better. Just a side note. But I did, after the time lapse, I did continue working a little bit, just because I wanted to get really figure out exactly what I wanted to do for the roof. I could not figure out how I wanted to do it curved, but I've played around with it a little bit and I've come up with this. So, not a curved roof, but it does look nice. I try to keep that flashlight from showing. And we're going to do just a little decorating here to make it stand out. But I have gotten it set on both sides. So now we just got to start filling it in. It is going to go the length of this. And it is in line with this. What I was thinking, what I did was I went on and raised the walls up another level, because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to do a side like building here for the staff facilities. Because we're going to have their own staff facilities for the 4 enclosures. There's just no way to get around that. We'll have to work on the river. Because what I think we're going to do is we're going to have main river flow through. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, because all 4 of these will have water. So I don't know if we want to just have this river flow in and then all 4 are really basically connected, or if we want to flow the river through and it branch off into each of them. I got to play around with it, because especially the gray seal, it requires a large or very deep water. Let's just look at it. Let's see, here it is. Yeah, requires 170 meters deep. And if we look here, nope, here, does this tell us how deep? Average water depth, 2.7 meters. So that's I don't know how that's going to actually work. We might have to play around with it, because I don't know what it considers. That's just the average depth, but this is saying it requires deep water of at least 170 square meters. So is that on top of the 300, or can the 300 be included of that? I think it can. I don't know. We'll have to play around with it. But that's what we're going to work on. So I'm going to jump into another time lapse now to see if we can get the general shape of this done. Potentially even get the staff building put out here. Because I'm also going to have to undo part of this wall to do the larger section for the saltwater crocodiles. Saltwater. Is it crocodiles? Yeah. Saltwater crocodile over here. And I've got to figure out where we're going to do the guest shop area. My guess is, because a saltwater crocodile, that's going to be plenty big, and the other whatever crocodile creature that is doesn't take up as much either. So we might do guest here. That might be fine. And we might actually do a side path. I mean, the path will carry over, but do a side path through here that connects over to the Gargoyles, because that would give them a quick little branch over. I'll see if I can work that out. What else? So the roof's not going to just be the wood. I think I'm going to do some sort of pattern with the glass panels. Let's see. Glass roofs. Let's see, that's tilted. And it might be that we do some like raised type areas. What do we got here? Let's see here. If we do it... Yeah, I mean, we could almost do some sort of like... I did too many times. Still too many times. Do something like that. Where did it go? There it is. And then they've got a flat... Do something like that. Do different groupings of them. I gotta figure out the space that we have, and we'll get it set so we have a good number, or we don't have any odd spaces type thing. But we'll probably do something like that. I'm gonna just undo this because I need to get the walls set first, and then we can move on to that. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we're gonna work on. Just work on getting this done first, and then we'll start branching off from there. I really wish we could get the gondola up and going. Oh, it has cost us to have it. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. I wonder if I should go on and close the loop just to right here until we get more, just so that it's not just so that we can get people riding it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to... I'm going to start over here, and what I'm going to do, if it comes up... Okay. We're frozen. Okay. There we go. Okay. What I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to have it go around here. I might have a stop here because that's close enough there. Have a stop here. It'll eventually wrap up around here. But what we'll do for now is have it stop down here and then just loop it back around far enough out here that it won't be in the way of anything and loop it back. That's what we're going to do. But let's see. Where do we want to go? Let's exit that. Let's just take this down a little bit because it shouldn't be in the way of the guest. Yeah. Down even a little further. And hopefully that's out of the way. Yeah. Can we start going down here? Yeah. Let's put in... That should be long enough. And then we'll go back to track. And then level out. I do it about here. Just do that. And we'll move that once we really get to working on the king penguin habitat. But that should be good. Testing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to let's edit track this. I want it both on this side. There we go. Okay. Let's place entrance. Place entrance. Okay, if I was place entrance here. Place exit. Oh, I guess I should click. Place exit there. Okay, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting this up. Once it's running, I'm going to switch over to working on this habitat, or this building, I should say, so that we can get those habitats in. So I will see you when this is done. Okay, I think that is where we're going to end the time lapse. A lot getting done. We had the basic layout for what I think is going to be called the aquatic center or aquatic house. I'm not sure yet. But I'm glad we were able to squeeze this path in over here. We'll get it decorated so that it looks better. But it's nice that this was able to fit in over here, connect right in there, so that'll give them another path over to here. And I did go on and do 2 entrances, just because. And yeah, so we're getting there. The next thing I'm going to work on in the next video, because this is going to be the end of this video, is I'm going to go on and get the staff building area put in over here, because we need to go on and start getting some of the animals in quarantine, so that I can get more animals, because we are at the max that we can hold right now, just because I'm trying to get so many king penguins. The others, I have all the saltwater crocodiles. I'm going to get all of those other crocs, whatever they are, and the gray seal. Gray seals, I have all of them that we're going to get as well. But the king penguin, you can have up to 500. And when you can have a lot of animals like that, I want to go on and get them. So we have 30 to 40 some right now. And I do want to go on and get more. Probably only like 100, but I do want to get more. So we need to start getting them in quarantine. And theirs is going to be the first exhibit that I build, because we'll need to get them in. But I did notice yesterday as well. Let's just zip over here and zip on down to the king penguin. Guests can enter their habitat. That is not something I was expecting. So, yeah, see, we can have up to 500. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have paths for the guests to enter just in this section. I might have it lead over, but what it's going to be is this is basically going to be like their own space over here. However, I'm going to end up doing it. I might have where the guests can come out and just come to the center here. But yeah, so that's, I thought that was pretty interesting. There's a lot of guests getting off there. I don't think this is ever going to make up the money. But we'll see. A lot of trash over here. But yeah, so that's the plan for the next episode. But I think we're doing great. We've got to get the roof put in for this. Finish the back wall. But I think this is turning out pretty good. I do like this design. And then even with the platform there, because I might actually use that design again, because I can lower it so that it's just above the ground. But I do like that, so we might end up using that more. And it actually would fit straight down this path. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do with it. But yeah, that's where we're gonna stop for today, and we'll pick up next time with, like I said, doing the staff here, so that we can go on and figure out exactly what we're gonna do with the king penguin habitat. Because yeah, we just got to figure out what we're going to do with that. Get those put in, and then we can start on the others. Because we do have to build out over on this side for the saltwater crocs. Then get the guest facilities put in and the other animals, and we'll be moving right along with this. Yeah, I think that's all. So until next time, stay safe.